We are in a banking crisis and we don't know where it's going.
But when you see one cockroach, there are probably more.
The Fed was flying blind, really flying blind.
So we're turning into a country of basically just two groups of people, the haves and the have-nots.
You the fire, I just received an email, I got a phone call, so we're calling this Double Banger Saturday. And it has to do with the financial institutions, the banks, cryptocurrency. We're going to get to that in a second. I have connections. I got the deca millionaires. I got the billionaires. I got people who own more banks than you'd ever want to go into. I just walked into a bank horror story. It was not a horror. It was not a story. But it was so bad. Anywho, there is some problems in the banking sector. See this line? Okay, there's nothing to worry about. When you see something like, oh, are we? Yeah, okay, that was just SIVB. No, that was SIVB. Well, what's this? What's that happening going off the screen? And lo and behold, we're seeing stories like this. Global money markets are flashing signals. Liquidity is drying up. Now, wait, because people get so confused about money. Number one, not a bank. Anyone that I've ever met even knows where money comes from. Yes, these are people that own dozens of banks. And if you're like, I know what money is because I listened to the Hidden Secrets of Money with Mike Maloney, it's gold and silver. Well, I would chalk that up to advice from Jim Cramer, which if you live in a debt-based system, this is not money. Also be careful for Monday. He's calling on a bounce. It looks like Monday we're all going to stop breathing. But back to a thing called collateral. And you know, those digits that are in your bank account, they're called reserves or what? I mean, they're not even in your bank account. Anyways, so many different ways to quantify what money is. But in a debt-based system, it is just loans. It is just debt, but they need collateral. And they're running out of collateral. And anywho, I want to go up here. This is your M2 because everyone's like, oh my gosh, money's through the roof. We've never had so much money since forever. So the market will only go up. Bitcoin, when this goes up, Bitcoin goes up. Well, can we just take a look at the last time that was really high? Like right there, okay? Right? It skyrocketed. It went from way down there, 1997 to 99 to 2000 to all the way. Look at all the money. And then, oh, wait, what happened? So please do not put all your eggs in one basket. Please do not trust the men on TV. Then they will use one chart and you're like, look, it correlates. Although the market's gone up. No, it hasn't. It's Fugazi. 80% of it is down. Just a few days ago, the stock market, S&P 500, all of it was horrifically horrible. But they're like, oh, look, SPY is up. Oh, look, my NVIDIA. Now back to the shenanigans. And I'm going to say I know some stuff and I don't know some stuff. And then I have to plug stuff together. And then I have to take the connections of what I know, who I know, and then I have to look at the charts and go, I think they're pumping this. Now I have friends that are all connected in all of this. And I see this inside the Trump's family global crypto cash machine. And it is a cash machine, I will tell you. And all I hear, this is what I hear over and over. Eric Trump repeats the 1 million Bitcoin right now, fourth quarter. Unbelievable. It's happening. And then all my friends that have lots of money are going to have so much more money. This is a pinky stinky promise. You got to go all in right now. And I'm like, the charts are, yes, but me and Eric hung out. Which they did not just say, they just hung out with them. But I am going to look at the charts rather than the conversations. Like come on. Take a look at the Molina coin. It goes from $14 all the way down to 14 cents. Well, it's 12 cents now. I don't know how much money these guys have in their mom's coin. That almost sounded really inappropriate. I'm thinking they really need to pump their bags. I'm really thinking we're really running out of time. And I really think a bank went down. Because when you have the Fed pump, not 1 million, not 1 billion, when you have them pump 30 billion in just a few hours, I think we got a problem. This is called a liquidity crisis. But more than a liquidity crisis, there is, does anyone have anything? AKA collateral. And the Treasury has been issuing bills like crazy and it's not fixing it. No one has collateral and banks are failing in the back. We're going to find out come Monday. It doesn't matter if Fed cuts rates. This is what Fed cuts rates, 1/4 point. Rates go up. Wait, I thought the Fed controlled interest rates. Do you see how like no one knows anything and everything's backwards? Economy's great. U.S. consumer confidence slips on outlook for economy. Wait, huh? Breaking news. When it comes to all of this, I just mentioned the economy. It's like I have to explain everything over and over. We go through what's called business cycles. We go through, it's a boom and then a bust. We just had a boom. Guess what we're going to have now? We're going to have a bust. This 80s, recession. 80s, recession. 90s, recession. 2000, recession. Same thing. Lots of liquidity. It wasn't liquidity. No collateral. Recession. 2004, 2008, GFC. Where we is in 2020 wasn't so good. Now here we go again. 2024, which we're going to beat the GFC. Here we go. This is the business cycle that we are in. Bravo, then I'm just going to run to gold and silver because that's the... If you look at the charts, Brad, you go back where I drew a line and I put a little angry face and I called the top. It still might not be the top. And it goes and it follows the same thing. And I think it's happening. But I mean, there's not so much confirmation like Bitcoin. Ninja had me calling the top, I don't know, weeks ago, a month ago. Like, you kind of took my words out of context, but it's okay. Because if that was the top, you can have that. But what I can tell you is that what I am seeing from the emails and the phone call, everyone's freaking out. They're calling me. They're calling me. People with so much control or so many billions of dollars. And they're like, what's the chart say? I mean, even my banker friends, it's like, look, here's the 2-year yield. They're like, where's it going to go? I've had this up for years. The orange line, I'm like, it's going to go all the way and connect to this. This I put up like a year ago. I'm like, I think it's going to get it. And by the way, you're going to pop out of this. The 2 year is going to go up. Yes, you're going to have inflation. Actually, you don't even have any pennies anymore. They're gone. Copper, gone. You should have listened to Ninja a year ago. I guess there's places that if you bring in your pennies, they'll like double it and give you coupons for double it. Here's $1 million in pennies. I know what you're thinking. You're like, whatever, round up. That's inflation. Ding, ding, ding. Anyways, I had that chart up and I'm like, oh, I guess I'll talk about that. This is your Bitcoin chart. You're like, what are the lines? The one yellow one is the 200-day. But you need to learn about all this. Give it to you step by step. All in video format. You could go back. You could pass it on to your kids. $299. It's cheaper than the Apple Watch that you want to buy your kids. For $1,399, even though this is an Hermes. My course teaches your digits to go up. These digits look like they're going down. And wouldn't it be nice to know you could just click here? Also, I'm almost done with that course, you guys. Now I'm going to teach you how to do head and shoulders. You click there. I absolutely do not like doing this live. To me, it's live. To you, you're just seeing this. See, we're struggling. Bravo's struggling. Does that mean he's a scammer? Okay, hold on. I did it. Now this is complicated because you want to know where's Bitcoin going to go, and I'm going to say you're that close to me being able to tell you where it's going to go. But right now, you are being saved by the 200-day moving average. So I can't call anything yet. But looking at this, you have I'm going to go with an 80% chance. It's an 80-20. 80% chance that was the top for Bitcoin in this market cycle. I know the Trumps don't want to hear this. Bags, get it to 1 million. Save mama's coin. You cross this line, which now you're like, well, where's it at? And why do you always have to position your big head there? 106,000, 107, 106 and some change. I am horrifically just drawing this. This is just line chart. You break that. Okay, we're going to come down. I'm going to guess it's going to come down to that line. Where is, oh, wait. It's going to be right about there. Whoo, that's it. Game over. That is now an $89,000 Bitcoin, but that's the low. Buy the low. Everyone will be piling in here. People are piling in there. People are piling in there. They were piling in there because Bitcoin's going to go to $250,000 in this cycle. Sorry, guys. And this is where all the hopium will come here. It's like, no, that's it. Oh, that is your gigantic rising wedge from hell. You are currently sitting on a razor thin line. If you want to go higher, you got to get above that yellow line and that yellow line. May God be with you. God doesn't care about Bitcoin. I'm sorry. He cares about XRP. And that's when you're going to hit the like button right now. Smash that thing. XRP army, just right? We're going home, baby. We're going home. Also, if you do not know sarcasm, you should probably take a class on it. You can't really teach it. I know this because my wife has zero sarcasm. Also, let me show you one thing on this oscillator on the daily. I don't know if your crypto bros are pointing this out. You're going lower. Also, you have a cross. This is where everyone piles into a short. You're not going up. You're going down. You have a momentum down. Also, below the 200, it's like a magnet. Yes, it's all in the course. My job is to get you to 1 million. I think that would probably solve some problems, especially me doing it with someone that was broke. I think we're going to hit $100,000 this, I'm not going to say this month because we're already in the next month. Also, you guys getting your Christmas stuff ready for me? We already passed Devil's Day. Now it's bring it. Nog Christmas trees, yes, I know. Christmas trees are pagan. They're Hindu. Why do you worship that? Okay, anywho. Sorry. So here's your separation of two things. One, our economy. It is rich, getting richer, and it is everyone else getting poorer. I'm trying to get you to the 1%. But if you don't listen, I'm sorry. Joke's on you. Even when it comes to Las Vegas, which is a dumpster dive. But there's two. We have a dichotomy. We have a split. We have I don't know, Wynn Resorts. Okay, here was one. Wynn Resorts and the other one. What's the other one? Caesars. See? Wynn, they, and I film there all the time, they lean towards the rich. Caesars, well, they lean towards the poor. Huh? Do you see? Huh? There's a difference there. Also win-win, and they're like, how much? $150 to put your car in the front if you have a nice one. So if they take it and then the kids are like laying on the hood of your vehicle taking selfies. That's if you just park it and then you valet and you probably still have people laying on the hood on your car. If you're like, well, why would you have a car like that? Well, you have to have expenses, Karen. And I don't know, ask Kitty. This is the gap, the rich, the poor, also stocks, the breadths. So if you're like, oh, stock markets, no, it's not. It goes up. No, it's not. How's your Molina coin doing? You've lost all of it. So many people. It's all gone. It's like EBT. It's all gone. So I saw a court rule, right? A judge is like, no, you can't take away money. You got to give everyone money. I'm getting videos sent. There's some looting going on. People are not happy about that. I saw a Sorrow video and I can't find it. I lost it. It would be in my history and I would show you and you would pee yourself laughing, but I'm sorry. Spend a half an hour and that's why you click subscribe. Because I bring you this, even though I don't have to. I could just travel the world and get beaten up. Quote, worst consumer sentiment in decades. Goldman goes, DEFCON 1, imploding, U.S. consumer. Yes. The 99% are suffering. The rich are doing their last-ditch effort to pump the bags. When I just saw this is like the red apple, EBT's not working. That's it. Loot, scream, run. It's not working. See, that's just the start of it. Wait until the BlackRocks and you start seeing on Bloomberg credit fraud fears loom after BlackRock's zero out bad loan. What? Flight delays, airport fears grow, government shutdown. Busiest airport turns away all flights. Government seizes and sells man's house over unpaid water bill. And AP News says we have reached a crisis point. I say good, go get a job application. I say good, learn how to short this thing. Pick up a squeegee, go wash someone's window, make some money. 1% always need their windows washed. I'm just saying. When everyone tells you the stock market's up or like, oh, you know, Wendy's, everyone, you got to like, just take everything different. Take a guess. Over the last year, would Wendy's be up or down? Because the stock market is at all-time highs. Wendy's down 47%. Please stop saying stock market up. Also, companies like this, I mean, until they get to the bottom, you know, when it's going to the bottom, but on the way down, they'll go up. Okay, it goes purple, and then it closes below the Bravo 9 short. It's like, I mean, it doesn't really scream like that, but that's what happens. It goes up and then it's like, and then up and then, It doesn't do that either. But just wait for the purple. Like, let it go. Learn how to trade on the 2-minute. This is 2-minute purple. Couldn't get it. Still goes 7891 and you write it up. Or it goes 789 here and then you write it down. At the end of the day, make those digits go up. With that, I love you and I will see you tomorrow. Also, I apologize if I said tomorrow's Monday. Every day is just a day.